What does the word boundaries mean to you?
Ooh, we talked about boundaries before.
Yes, we have.
So, everyone's boundaries, I think,
different.
is each person's personal preference of kind of like this invisible fence
Yeah.
regarding different things. It could regard emotional boundaries. It could be physical boundaries, like how much you are willing to let people touch you.
Yes.
Or
I do not like that.
how much you,
Yeah. I guess I would agree.
I learned about different, like, I think I heard that there's like 5 different kinds of boundaries.
Oh.
I can't remember all of them.
Interesting.
But they are preferences.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
for each person, that boundary could be different. Some
Yeah.
people are comfortable letting people like very close, where others like to
school-
keep them
My
arm's
school
distance.
is very touchy. It doesn't even matter who you are. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird. I guess if you get their friends and it's like all over each other, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, but sometimes I wonder if they set boundaries, because just because they're all over each other, I don't believe that everybody doing that actually likes it or feels comfortable.
Yeah.
But if you don't communicate
Yeah.
what your boundary is, then people will often cross it because you didn't tell them that it bothered you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's important for people to figure out what their boundaries are and be honest in communicating it with people that they will be around often.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be sharing what your boundaries are with strangers.
Yeah, that'd be
but,
funny. That'd be funny, though.
But it's the people you spend a lot of time with and the people that you want them to understand you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, your closest friends, family, I think it's important that you share that so that people don't accidentally, unintentionally
Like, cross it.
yeah, exactly, and offend you or make you feel uncomfortable. Because what happens is you end up not feeling good about it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Even if you don't say anything and you don't mention it, you don't feel good about, when people cross a certain boundary. Like there was one boundary where it was like your possessions.
Yeah.
Like some people are just like, they don't mind that you share everything and you let everyone touch whatever because you don't really care. But some
Yeah.
people,
They're like very, like, they hold their possessions like very close.
yeah, or certain things, right?
Yeah.
Maybe certain possessions mean more to them, and so
Uh-huh.
their boundary would be, please ask for permission
Yeah.
before you take
Yeah.
anything. I don't mind if you do usually, but I would appreciate if you just ask me.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, whatever is yours is mine. So, when I want, I just take it. I'm sure he won't mind, but it's not that. It's just some people just feel like it's more respectful if you just ask,
Yeah.
right? And if you don't communicate it, then what happens is when they do things like that, they didn't know it would bother you because you never
And then
said
they're
anything.
Like, dude, like, why
I
are you
know.
so like?
Yeah, why are you mad at me?
Yeah,
What
that's
happened?
I do.
Or then what happens is if they cross your boundaries all the time and irk you all the time, what's going to happen? You want to hang out with them less and less. You're going to just naturally want to distance yourself from them.
Yeah.
But all it would have taken was that you communicated that with them.
Yeah.
They would have known. So boundaries are important for each person to know what they are for themselves because it's a personal preference.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
always
it's not
a
the same
preference.
for everyone. So, and it's not a rule, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's simply a preference. So.
That's a difficult thing. Communicating.
Yeah, but that is so important in all relationships you have with family members, coworkers, classmates, just any people. I mean, usually the people you come in contact a lot with, associate a lot with.
Yeah. If it's just like someone you meet every like month, and then it doesn't matter, I guess.
Or just person you pass by in the store.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not going to be a big difference.
Yeah. What is the best part about school? What is the worst part? No best part, all worst stuff.
No, there's got to be some.
I guess communicating, because I don't do that otherwise.
So the opportunity to communicate with other human beings
Yes.
is a pro
Yeah.
for school. Yeah.
The only pro, but
I think the other good thing about school, like going to school with other kids, is
Yeah.
you hear their ideas, you know, different things that other kids do or the different
Yeah.
ways people learn and think.
Yeah.
Well, that I guess that goes with the communicating part,
Uh-huh.
right? So
Yeah.
you have a lot of opportunities to learn from your peers, not
Yeah.
just a teacher, not just a
Uh-huh.
textbook.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish online school was still a thing because it was so easy to just to sleep in between classes. Oh, that was like the best part too. It's like sleeping. I love that so much.
But going to school and having to walk from class to class,
Yeah, that's.
standing upright
Yeah.
for most of the day.
I know. That's
probably
it's so bad.
Good for your health.
Like I was literally just laying down in
The
bed.
whole day.
I know. It was so bad. I didn't even like go outside. Like PE was pretty much non-existent. I hope my PE teacher never watches this. Because I'm pretty sure I did like 5 of the assignments, and otherwise I just like sat and just like clicked every once in a while. I went to the bathroom a couple times doing it. Not a couple times, but like once or twice. Not during it, but throughout the entire year or something. That was like my. It was pretty much just like an extra lunch break because it was right next to lunch. I just used it as like a lunch break. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my goodness.
Maybe one of the cons for school might be that it takes up a lot more time
Yeah.
than you actually need because
Yeah,
sometimes you're
for sure.
waiting for other
Yeah.
kids,
Uh-huh.
right? A teacher needs to give enough time
Yeah,
for everyone to
definitely.
finish. So if you're a fast worker,
Yeah, it's like
you end up
yeah,
sitting there.
just sitting.
Unless you bring your own book and then
Yeah,
you're just
that's what I do.
reading. That's
Yeah.
good too. Then it's not.
Also, I feel like they don't teach you enough about the real world. I guess like taxes and stuff. Like for math, I think there should be like taxes, like teaching you how to do like the math stuff in life, like or like oh, I guess that's why there's economics. But I feel like if you don't take it, that's why a lot of people often are poor. I guess if that makes sense, or like aren't
They don't-
financially stable because they just
don't know how to handle
yeah
their
they don't know
money
how to
well.
handle money. So that's why I think math instead of learning like box and
Well-
whiskers plotting, they should replace it with like teaching
That's
you like how
true.
to handle money or something.
That's true, but that's also kind of hard too.
Yeah.
Because
Box and whisker plots is hard.
No, I'm saying like it's hard for a teacher to teach that kind of stuff for everyone because
Yeah.
everyone's financial situation
Uh-huh.
will be different.
Yeah,
and
but just
there's
like
some-
basics.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Since
But sometimes there's just not enough time. You know, there's
True,
so much
there's so
things.
much, so
yeah,
much.
so much stuff to need to learn for a lifetime that I don't think it should always be the teacher's responsibility, like in school necessarily. I'm not sure. I haven't thought through that.
yeah,
Because I think there's responsibility from
Uh-huh.
families. Like
Yeah.
the parents and the kids are together a lot too.
yeah.
So I think some of that knowledge should be
yeah. But then
taught
some people
then.
don't have
That's
that.
true. So then you're right.
So I
If
feel
they
like
don't have it.
basics, like how the bank works, maybe, or like how certain things, how you would earn money. I guess, but I guess that's economics.
Or maybe
too, again.
maybe our government should provide some of these free classes
Yeah.
for families, like a resource. So if
Uh-huh.
the families would sign up for these classes, and
Yeah.
hopefully they can somehow provide it for free for those who need
Yeah.
it and want it, but available for them.
Just available for like kids or like parents
Yeah,
who
yeah.
don't have time for kids.
Or parents who don't know much but want their kids to learn
Yeah.
how to do it.
Yeah.
So you sign up like on weekends or
Uh-huh.
after school. So
Yeah,
you
I feel
take
like
them to
but I
that.
feel like adults should be able to access that too. Like some adults, some of
Yeah.
them aren't. But then isn't that like a job, like what?
Financial advisors?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I guess there are a lot of opportunities out there. You
but-
just have to
yeah,
find it. You
yeah,
have to
yeah.
want
also,
it.
there's money involved, and some people just don't have that money.
Yeah.
So that's
But I think
like,
you can always learn it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there's YouTube and stuff.
yes, exactly. So
Uh,
really, like
it
a
just-
whole bunch of information is really
Yeah.
out there for people to learn if they wanted to. But the problem is some people just don't care to learn.
Yeah.
So it's not that it's not available, you know.
That's the sad part.
And the truth is, even if they teach it in school,
Some people might not even be listening.
exactly.
And those are the people who need it. Those are the people who need it.
So
and
it's
then
a
go-
waste of time for
I
the
know,
teacher.
I That's a difficult one. If you won the lottery, what would you buy first? We'll say it's $1 million, with taxes included. We'll say it's $1 million, just so it's easier. Since I mean, technically lotteries are a lot more, but just say $1 million, just like a base.
I'd buy property. I'd buy real estate that I could.
Yeah.
That's within that budget.
That's actually, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I probably would do roughly the same thing, like property or maybe like stocks. Stocks, property.
I just like property a little bit more than stocks because for property, somebody could actually live in it. Like stock is just
there.
Like it could become money, but then that's the thing. Once you have the money,
Oh, you know what? I would buy like a restaurant or like try to own a restaurant chain.
like a business.
Yeah, because then it's useful. You technically get food, you know? Technically get free food.
The only reason why I didn't pick a restaurant is because that means you have to work, I guess a property you work a little bit for too.
Yeah. But then the thing about like owning a property is that you also might want to work on it to raise the value.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just like owning an apartment or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The second thing I would buy is like video game stuff. In-game money, cosmetics,
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be broke.
Okay.
I actually hate using money on like those things, but I want to do it. I don't know. I feel like they should I don't know. It just like Valorant, like the skins are so much. Literally, one skin is like $10.
Oh, they charge you money to buy
for
special.
cosmetics. Otherwise, it's free.
Oh, that's
how they earn money.
I know.
Yeah, and the thing
They
is,
are so smart.
I know. And the cosmetics is like $10 for a single skin.
But you know why they're smart is because they know that
People want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people want that cosmetics.
That's crazy.
I know, and
They
it's
know
so
they'll
overpriced. I know, I want it so bad. But I'm like, $10 is way too much.
That's good. You have control. They are preying on the weak
yeah, the
ones.
mentally weak ones, or the very rich ones. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
even if you're rich, it's ridiculous that you pay $10 for a virtual.
I know, like it's a single skin. It's cool, but a single skin for $10, I can buy 10 candy with it. I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know. That's why the battle pass I would probably buy, but at the same time the skins aren't as cool because you get a lot more for just like $10. Like $10 and get like 50 times the amount you would with like just like
buy in bulk.
buy in bulk. Even if not as good, it's
you can switch your outfits.
yeah. I guess that's why Valorant also has like a night market where it's like slightly cheaper, like 33% cheaper. So it's like still the same price, but like maybe like $1 less or something. It's crazy. Technically, I guess it'd be $3 less since if it's $10 or something.
Yes.
I don't know.
$3.
And then it's slightly more than $10 too.
Oh.
Technically, you have to spend like $15 to buy one skin, but you have extra left. But you can't really buy anything with that. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I don't understand it. I should probably look that up and stuff. Dude, I picked up this thing card twice. What chances? These are also very like. What small thing annoys you the most, and why does it bother you so much?
Like a pet peeve.
Yeah. For me, I don't know if it's small. It's just like people like not being fair. I don't know if that's. I would say that's pretty big since.
It's annoying to you.
Yeah, it's annoying. But I wouldn't say it's small. It's not like big.
Yeah, you're right. Some people will say that's not a big deal. So why are you getting mad about it, right?
Oh, you know what? It's when people do stuff when, like. Today I saw Noah using a knife and doling it because when he cut it through he was cutting tomato, and he was slicing the board too, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's doling the knife. Like when you do something and
it's
wasting. Like wasting things. Oh, I hate the feeling of wasting things. I'm gonna be a hoarder, huh?
A hoarder?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be a hoarder.
No, not necessarily. I don't think so. You do like to keep some things.
Yeah, but I'm not keeping trash.
No, yeah, you're not keeping trash. And you usually keep your room pretty
Julia's room's like a train wreck. My goodness. I cannot live in Julia's room.
You throw away a lot of things.
Yeah. I also throw away things when I'm mad. So that's... And then when I'm by myself, I'm probably gonna... Actually, I probably won't throw away as much stuff since I don't have 5 other people's stuff in one house, I guess. It'll just be mine and stuff that I bought or took.
No, but you throw away things from your room that belong to you.
Yeah.
You have done that, like old school stuff. You don't care about that. You'll toss all of those. Yeah. you don't keep too many like weird things that are. I don't feel like you keep useless things.
Yeah.
You keep sentimental things.
Yeah.
But then after a certain amount of time,
Yeah,
when it loses that feeling, you're like fine with throwing it out.
Like some things, the stuff that is useless but I keep, or stuff that are in like a drawer that I never look at. And then when I see it, I'm like, and then I have a lot more trash than I normally do.
For me, what a small thing, I think I get annoyed when people don't seal up or close up things that will turn stale. So if I buy a pack of crackers or cereal, so like bags of things that will go stale. Like if it's candy, like Skittles, and it doesn't really go stale, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
but the cereals, crackers, I'm like, this is good food, and if you keep it open, it's gonna go into the trash. No one wants to eat it.
That's kind of like my wasting. Asians must have that, like, don't waste stuff gene or something. Because sometimes I see people wasting food, and I'm like, bruh. Like, some kid at my school, he's, like, throwing food.
And
it's like, I'm like, dude, it's like, just eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he was tossing milk and stuff. And it was like, catch it, and then throws it. I catch it, and I want to throw it away, but then at the same time, I don't really want to. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. It's just like, bruh.
Okay, one last question for today.
Yes. Oh, I can't really answer that. I've not lived long enough.
Okay, another question.
It was like, what's your favorite age so far? I don't know. All of them have been pretty much the same. Not really much difference. I guess it's like slight differences. I would say preschool or like so I can sleep. But I don't like that when I was that young. Oh, no, I'm still in my childhood. I mean, yeah, kinda.
Teenagehood?
Yeah, teenagehood.
You started
But I think once I'm like 30, I would count that as childhood.
Yeah, I guess.
I think once high school, when like things start getting serious, I guess.
Childhood, I would say childhood goes up to like 18. Like,
18?
You know, I think so.
Like when you leave the house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
All of that from 0 to 18 would be counted in your childhood years.
Yeah.
Because you're still under like your parents' authority. Right? And then beyond that, then you get to choose what you want.
I know. That's kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Okay. Do you like celebrating your birthday? Why or why not?
That's a good question.
I don't care. Like, celebrate it. I guess I like celebrating it, but I don't really care. Like, if I don't celebrate it, I won't be mad or anything. A birthday is just 1 year closer to death, you know? I don't feel any different that day. If I didn't know what day it was, I'd be like, my birthday? Has it already been 4 months? I would be, yeah. It's just like something that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like celebrating my birthday that much. I don't know why. I don't like making it a big deal. I think I don't like having to think of another thing that I need to plan or something, you know?
Yeah.
And
age is just a number.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It reminds me that I'm getting old.
It gets
I don't know. I've never been one to like anticipate my birthday. I had a friend who like was always super excited about her birthday.
I know those.
She's like counting down.
I know. I know.
30 days until my birthday. Next day, 29 days until my birthday.
Yeah, I know. Those people, I just don't understand. It's like, my goodness, just like
they're just so excited.
They must like being closer to death.
I don't know. Or they like having people celebrate their birthday. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't understand. You know what? I don't know. Why do some people like celebrating their birthday and some people don't?
I have no idea.
What makes a birthday special?
Maybe there's some people who really like the attention, and then when it's their birthday, it's a reason that people should give you attention, maybe. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So some people like that.
Yeah, I got real lucky because you know how my birthday was on Easter Sunday?
Yeah.
My teacher, like,
Sunday school teacher?
No, school the next day.
Okay.
If you have a birthday, they play like a quote epic birthday song, and it's like no one likes it, but they still play it. It's kind of funny for everyone else, not the person. And I got real lucky since I just missed it.
I see. So if you have birthdays on a weekend, then you don't get the song?
No.
Oh.
So I got real lucky since normally it's during school.
Yeah, and spring break.
Yeah, spring break.
For you. Your birthday often is sometime during spring break.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah. So.
Maybe once in a while it happens at school.
Quite happy that I missed it. You know. best part of the day. I was like, please don't play it because there's a lot of people born in April.
Oh, really?
At least I feel like there's a lot of people born in April.
Mm.
I remember watching something saying like, which month has like the prettiest people, quote quote,
Oh my goodness.
from celebrities,
Interesting.
and it said April 1st, or April like 1st, and then others.
Oh.
I think it's because most people are born in like April. I feel like.
Oh.
I don't know. They just said like, out of all the celebrities, which one's birthdays landed on the most. But I think that there's like so much different like errors in that because they're just counting people's birthdays and saying they're pretty because they're celebrities. But then there's always the talent factor. There's always like how many kids were born that year? How does that range? Like, what was the median? If it's like on April, like, sure, duh, it's gonna like most people are probably gonna be prettier during April than December because December, like, no one has any kids. Like, I'm pretty sure there's more people born on leap year than born on Christmas Day, or like something,
Can't be.
or
Not
it was like Christmas or something. Sunday during December, there's more people born during leap year, I think. And
Interesting.
I know a kid born during leap year. I like knew no one born in December, to be honest. But that brings up the question: does that person age every 4 years, or do they age on April 1st?
No, it's February 29th.
Oh, February 29th.
It's leap year day. Yeah.
So March 1st, is that when they are technically born? Or do they just, or
Yeah.
when you're 13, you're like 3 years old or something?
That's a good question. What day do they celebrate their birthday on non-leap year
Yeah.
days? Probably February 28th.
Yeah, but
Or
would like, how would like the government describe their age?
it's still going to be
Yeah.
the same as yours because if they look at the year,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't change. It's just that
Oh.
February 29th
Yeah.
doesn't appear.
Yeah.
But if they're born in 2008,
Yeah.
in 8 years, like 2016, they're still going to be 8 years old.
Yeah.
Even though February 29th only appeared like twice. But understand?
Yeah.
So the government will still have the accurate year.
Yeah.
It's just the actual date didn't appear.
What happens if the kid says, since I was born on leap year, I age 4 times less? So technically, they would look, when
No,
they
they
turn
only
all
got-
wrinkly, they'll
no,
be
they-
like 12.
No, just because their birth date didn't happen, it doesn't mean they only got to celebrate the actual birth date.
Yeah, so
Maybe
do-
like
did
1/4 the amount
So
of
do
time.
they only actually celebrate the birthday?
No.
Like, actually, every 4 years? Technically, all the rest were not real birthdays. They're just
Yeah.
substitutes.
Yeah,
And then the rest is just like, oh,
They
it's
don't
finally
count
my
them.
birthday. And do they get birthday presents on their non-birthdays?
yes, I'm sure they do.
An Asian would not. Like, Asian family, they're like, oh, it wasn't your birthday. It was a day or after your birthday, so that means it's not your birthday. Why in the world do we have leap day or something?
Leap year? It's
Yeah.
because the amount of time it takes Earth to go around the sun. It's not exactly 365 to the
Yeah, it's like 365.
And
points,
1/4.
I think. Oh, 1/4.
and that's why every 4 years.
Oh.
1/4 day.
Yeah.
About one.
And then the time changes. I hate that so
I
much
know.
when you get more sleep and then
I
less
heard
light.
they might take that away possibly.
Oh.
Somebody had a good idea, which was instead of changing the clocks,
Uh-huh.
when the daytime hour shifts, like
Uh-huh.
nowadays, now that it's nearly summer and the sun comes up earlier, why
Uh-huh.
don't we just go to work earlier? So instead of the start time being 8 a.m.,
Yeah.
just tell your workers now start time is 7 a.m. So you don't change the clocks, you just shift your work hours.
That's smart.
Why don't we just do that?
That makes things so much
I feel
easier
like
than having to
I-
adjust.
I'm pretty sure it's only in the U.S. where we have this daylight savings,
Yeah.
where we change our clocks. Nowhere else
Yeah,
in the
it's
world does
because in
that.
China it's so large.
Oh, and maybe
that-
they're close to the equator. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But,
I'm not sure.
I mean, China like spans
Oh,
like,
that's true. That's true.
but
But
like it's because it gets so confusing. Since if they did, they'd have like 50
I
different time zones or
know. I
something.
know.
Man, why the U.S. has to try to be unique? It's like making our lives harder. Like metric system, like only in the U.S. and like Canada, I think.
That we don't use the metric system.
Yeah, we don't.
Like we use inches
Uh-huh.
and feet and
I know,
pound instead of kilograms.
and now all of us have no idea what we're gonna do when we like go anywhere else. We're like, how heavy is this? 5 kilograms. Is that a lot? depends. It's like, and you're like buying like bananas and it's like 5 kilograms. Like, I guess they just have to do it by sight, and they can't tell if it's like a good deal or not too. Since I'm like,
Yeah, bring your calculator.
yeah,
Convert it.
I know. Kilogram is like 1/2.
I don't
Or
know.
pound. I think pounds is like 1/2 of kilograms. It's a little bit more, I think,
Oh.
but just like roughly 1/2.
Oh,
It's not exact.
I see.
So like it would be like 2.5 pounds, I
Mm.
think. That's how I like to just imagine it,
Oh.
since it's easier. It's just like roughly.
Yeah, yeah.
Since
Estimate.
yeah, but then guesstimate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough for today.
Yeah.